Hello, I'm Matt.
And I'm Sophie, and today we're reporting for the Harefield Academy for the BBC School Report 2016.
Today we will be exploring our facilities and our motto, Achievement Through Active Learning.
I think that I fell in love with the subject when I saw how it relates to the real world, and I started to think, actually I feel really strongly about this, and I could develop my own sense of opinions, and I started to really understand that morals, beliefs, they're so important. It's so important that people understand how what you believe affects the way you behave. You know, abortion, euthanasia, you need to be informed on these issues.
So madam, how do you feel active learning helps a student within humanities?
Certainly within geography it helps to be as active as possible, particularly in things such as erosion. If they can actually see pieces of paper being eroded or stones wearing each other down, I think it helps there. If an activity just helps to remember key terms, perhaps throwing a ball and asking that the person who's receiving the ball to give the definition, that can help to remembering those vital words.
Yeah, wonderful. What about equipment and facilities available to you during lessons?
Equipment here in humanities, we have obviously the smart boards and other visual methods. I would like some more equipment, as in regards if we went outside measuring the wind, etc., but that's to come hopefully in the near future.
Okay, lovely, thank you. Could you tell us about active learning within history at the Academy?
So obviously, I mean, the Academy is all about active learning, so we try and implement that in as many history lessons as possible, whether that's, you know, going outside and reenacting the Battle of Hastings, whether it's just getting students up and moving around the room. We try to make it as fun as possible, as active as possible, to ensure that the kids are enjoying history, they're feeling passionate about history, and they're doing their best to keep it alive.
Fantastic. Think of the facilities at the Academy.
I think they're outstanding, especially.
Referendum.
What do you think about the EU referendum?
I think Britain should not leave the EU.
Why do you think that?
Because there are advantages and disadvantages, I believe. Advantages are that we get to be part of Europe, it helps with the export, imports. Disadvantages are obviously we have the problems of the immigrant crisis.
The migrants, yeah.
Migrants, yeah. So that's another.
Yeah, this was an advantages. So what do you think overall? We should stay or we should leave?
I think if we were to leave, then it will affect us a lot because our currency will go really down. The pound will really go down, and that will affect us if we go abroad to buy stuff.
Okay.
So that's the key thing.
Okay, so what do you think about the EU referendum?
Well, I think it's the British people have been given the right to. It's a good idea for the British people to have the right to decide on where they want to go in the EU. But in my opinion, I don't want to be too. Well, I'm not political, but in my opinion, I think it would be a good idea for them to actually be part of the EU. So, in decision making, they're not on their own. They will actually be teaming up with the rest of Europe to decide on what's good for themselves and for the entire region.
So you think we should stay in the EU?
In my personal opinion, I think yes, it's a good idea
why
for
is
us
that?
to, because they'll be benefiting from other things. They can have their laws outside EU, which is good, but personally, I think yes, it's a good idea for them to be within the EU, not be left alone. Alright,
thank you.
So that's okay.
Begin.
We hope you've enjoyed our insight into life at the Academy today.
This has been Matt and Sophie reporting from Harefield.
We'll see you next time for another BBC School Report.
Goodbye.